it was 9th, 12th, then 9th, 12th again, and then slightly better in the major. It was 5th to 8th. But for a team like Vitality with so much history, they want so much more, and they might have more here from the off. It's Fairy Peak with the first goal.
That's such a good bump from Alpha in the net as well. Clearing him out after that touch, sees Archie waiting, removes him from the play, cannot even attempt to get there before.
Space with a demo, but Flames no boost, pass in front to Archie. He's got to keep it on the ground, and he's got the entire Vitality defense to beat. But Vitality keep it close, but simple for the first game victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to expect from a set that could be as long as this. Up to 3 best-of-7s in a row. It's hardly going to come out and be
really polite to each other. Ultimately,
too much so.
No, actually, I'd quite like to win this game, K-Dop. I'm sorry. The main point was the Vitality. They have got a very, very strong defense. It's so hard to break through.
And the first goal will go to Vitality.
It's the highest individual scoring goal in EU. 1,094 points he got in the Series 1 winner against Guild. So for any statisticians out there, that's interesting. And there he is. As soon as you talk about Archie, he shows you what he can do.
And that's the thing about Archie. He's got those accolades from this season, and we've certainly seen him pop off. I for one, and this is the pitch mechanically, but he hasn't been able to find consistency in that dominance. Fairy Peak whipping this one up, getting the bump, creating the play for K-Dop, and he did it. It was good enough. First goal for K-Dop.
That is such a handsome goal as well. It was Fairy Peak getting the one touch into then the bump on Cassio, continuing from his initial left wall launch. And with Vitality headquarters, with coaches and people behind the glass and anybody watching, because this is one of those world-class matches. And Alpha, again, with a Vitality goal.
Yeah, the crowd behind the Vitality players going wild. Look at them. You love to see it.
Wow.
Yeah, as close as they've come to Milan. Beautiful. And that was a great pass as well. And Alpha 54, good to see him getting him.
All bets are off. You've played the whole season. Championship form Vitality is not unrivaled in Rocket League, and I think you're witnessing it come alive right here. Is it the crowd energy behind them? Is it that small land feel that they might be getting? Because this is the most offense I've seen out of Vitality, and I don't know how.
They're giving each other so much space in the pitch.
People have been down on him when you'd think that maybe it could be a chance to have a look at maybe another player on Vitality or something. But Archie, we spoke about him a little bit earlier on. We'll get back to K-Dop. He's been the star of the show for a very long time. But with new blood like Archie suddenly appearing, faking underneath him, that is just cheeky.
Breakout, and has been a nuisance for top Blokes. This last play, a formality. Vitality gonna take the second game in the first set.
They weren't even able to get that final goal either. The crowd goes for a mingle in the back of Vitality's camera, seeing what the other perspectives are doing. Ooh. It's the confidence from Vitality where they're looking calm, they're looking like they know they're going to be fine. It just comes down to needing a bit more from his teammates. But Vitality, as they go 2-0 into this third game, do look very strong, but Flame opening the scoring for Blokes.
It's a much better start for the top Blokes. They had so many clean touches going around the pitch in the last couple of games. These 50-50s were going Vitality's way, but this one, look at Flame's positioning, just reading K-Dop's mistouch.
I like how Archie's looking. Here he comes again, but he's going to have to let it drop. But his challenges have been on point too, and it's forcing Vitality to respect it. Flame got punished hard, caught in midfield. Fairy Peak punishes.
The last time these two teams played, it was 3-0 to Vitality, and it ended with Flame pushing up as the third man in an overtime that top Blokes had...
See what they needed then, because top Blokes were under so much pressure. 10 more seconds they would have cracked. And Flame just launching himself with the ball time and time again. But what a pass in field!
They had to do so much defending there, did the top Blokes. Last second saves were flying in, and then when you have the opportunity to pass or shoot, who better than Archie to make the right choice? Top Blokes were 1 goal away there from needing a best-of-7 reverse sweep. All of a sudden, they're right back in it.
Yeah, you're definitely thinking tactical timeout in that situation, but they just took over.
Out of the way, and that completely got rid of any chance he had to attack. Because initially, that looks like he just jumped, flipped, and it was awkward. And Cassio, such a slow rolling shot, and top Blokes, they get away with it.
It was so gentle. Look at this. Fairy Peak missed, and Cassio just strokes it delicately into the bottom corner. I'll tell you what as well, that is more...
Ball Archie downfield for him. That's going to be a pop-up. Cassio's in position, but he has to wait for Alpha and puts another screamer off the backboard. Flame! Does it go in? It does! Flame gets the change up, and it's 2-0 top Blokes.
shockingly slower than the first goal as well, which I didn't think could happen. That, again, is so tantalizingly close for poor old K-Dom, who just didn't quite know.
Because he knows how devastating Vitality can be on the counter-attack. They still might be. But there's Cassio seeing that one away. Fairy Peak comes in with the double. Wow, Fairy Peak, that is something special.
Oh, good lord. Fairy Peak managing to hit that off the right wall. Awkwardly to get it around that final defender, because Archer was going to save it if he shot straight away and then left.
Another touch here downfield for K-Dop. Touch only for Alpha. On the side wall, does he have this one? It's not grabbed by Flame. It just comes down the whole way, and Top Blokes prevent Vitality from tying.
K-Dop, I think it was, who went up. He could have had it. He didn't believe in both Top Blokes players missing, didn't gamble on that likelihood. So as soon as they
boost, but he can make the 50 happen. Pass over to Fairy Peak? No, it's going to be Alpha. Has the read off the corner. It comes for free for K-Dop, and Vitality punish Top Blokes again. They have the lead.
He 100% meant that. Watch this from Alpha. Watch him pull out. He absolutely faked that, knowing that K-Dop was there. K-Dop was waiting for it. That much. I was going to say as well that one thing that's impressed me a lot in this game from Vitality, as well as the solo plays that led to the goals, were... Oh, nice one in there. Was the game management that they showed. They went 2 goals up. There was no winner's tilt. They didn't start to panic and think, we actually might win this one. They just continued playing their game, gave each other space, which is something I've been drumming on about since the start of this series. And Top Blokes, they had nowhere to turn.
But where does it turn for Top Blokes? And I believe they did just call a tactical timeout, so we're going to take an extra meeting across on the rotation is so high. The fact that Vitality come away more times clean than not, just it speaks to their prowess on defense. That one off the backboard. And Fairy Peak delivers the first blow at the top.
What a smart finish that is from Fairy Peak as well. There is so little of the goal to aim for. Look at Flame and Cassio. Fair play to them. They closed it down so quickly in this entire series. You're too far back and everyone shouts at you for being too defensive. You venture too far forward and there's me calling you out for being too aggressive as a third man. And then even when both of your teammates are back defending with you, this is what Vitality can do.
Alpha's play on every single touch of that ball. If that results in a goal, that is...
To go after this goal, Flame hits it off the post, and there's no chance for a goal for Top Blokes. Archie misses the ball. It's open for K-Dop, off the post and in. Vitality seal this game.
Okay, K-Dop, what was this? Maybe K-Dop would be happy if we started the replay here. Let's ignore everything that happened before. Ignore the fact that he didn't get the open goal in. One way or another, he scored.
More on target, but Vitality holding that down and escaping with a goal at the end to shut out the series is sublime work.
Vitality take the first set from Top Blokes. One more best of 7 to confirm a spot in the grand finals against Team BDS. But I have a feeling another long best of 7.
No, I don't know why it's still 75-25. I appreciate there is some bias because Vitality ultimately won that first series out. But Top Blokes, they managed to take 2, and they looked threatening in every single game. I have full faith that this will still be a 22-game thriller.
Well, I mean, Vitality already looking better straight away in the start of this second series. What a touch that is from K-Dop.
That's been my big question mark going into the match. It will stay down in the blue half. He will be a nuisance. He will go for the bumps, demos. He'll go for every boost steal. And then K-Dop and Alpha just create so much pressure. And there's Fairy Peak. He finds an open net. Top Blokes completely blown out on the rotation, and Vitality are crushing them right now.
Fairy Peak being the highest scorer in that last series, racking up a total of 8 goals. And that is...
As I've been saying, Vitality really turning the screws on the Top Blokes defense. And Top Blokes finally finding some space. In fact, Cassio finds the net. And Top Blokes don't stay out of the game long. They pick up their first.
That pinch is utterly perfect between Flame and Alpha. Look at that, just off the ceiling. Cassio turns and goes, don't mind if you do. I guess I'll hit that top corner and outspeed Fairy Peak to the shot. As for counter, they did it. They were surgical, they were precise, and it managed to pay off. Vitality are just they're not offering them those options whatsoever. And instead, every single shot and goal the Top Blokes earn has to be earned.
Look at Cassio. Froze K-Dop. He knew that he wasn't going to be able to push that ball forward. So what does he do?
Top Blokes need to be using a little bit more ingenuity and catching Vitality off guard, because right now they seem to know what's planned.
Oh no, he missed it. Oh, that hurts.
they've caught themselves off guard. Look at this touch here. Cassio, whoops, just dunking poor old Archie. He doesn't know where to go. He did not expect that one at all. And K-Dot just waits. He just waits and he scores.
I can hear Turtle deflating in the whole way in the green room right now after that last misplay from Archie, especially after all that effort they went through to fight and fish almost every mistake that you make. And at the start of this whole set, we said the top blokes, they have to play mistake-free. Look, you're not going to get many opportunities like that one from Flame, but you certainly take it.
I love that Flame has just merged everything that I've enjoyed about watching him. His defense into his offense transition.
And he couldn't get bumped by Alpha. Otherwise, that would have went in.
I mean, yeah, again, it's great play from Flame, standing up firm. He was left all alone there by his teammates, but he can't do it again when the infield passes are that good, and Vitality do equalize in the end.
I mean, Flame was the last man back, sure, but Cassio, I think, maybe called that he had the block on it. Flame wasn't anticipating. And the chances are just innumerable. Top blokes, though, saving out every single one.
Flame on the backboard again. K-Dop got the 50! You can't stop K-Dop! 2-1 for Vitality.
It's his second in the game. Here he goes. Simple as you like, just following up what Flame was offering. One mistake too many there from the
player was existing in. Vitality pushing so hard onto these plays and taking out the defenders as well. You got to feel for Top blokes, because that's another one for Fairy Peak.
The demo opens it up, and then Fairy Peak closes it. It's a perfect catch from Alpha, a perfect flip to Fairy Peak, and perfect placement. It didn't even need to be. There was nobody to cover the net. Archie off the ramp. Does he have anything for Top blokes? Flame off the backboard. Shot from Cassio. Too light. Vitality. Easy, clear. And it certainly is a victory lap for Vitality in this game. They're going to take it.
That was almost the exact same that happened in the previous series, with the final 30 seconds, 45 seconds being utter domination from Top blokes, having good enough for Top blokes, and Vitality with yet another game win.
Tactical timeout, surely. Look at Vitality. I mean, the game's over, but they're pre-jumping, they're prancing through the air. They are having so much fun right now, and even Archie's goal there is not, in my opinion, going to be enough of a D-tilter after Top blokes not scoring from the numerous situations they have had to do so. They had to have scored more than 2 goals in this game. So for me, Jilby, they've got to take a minute here just to relax and calm down.
Yeah, when you're trying everything and nothing is working, the only thing you have left to check yourself is your mentality. And we always talk about how
2 defenders. Vitality's hungry defense just swallowing up those balls like nobody's business.
I mean, even if it hadn't have been straight at the goalkeeper, you just backed Vitality to have saved it somehow. And then there it is, the counter-attack, the perfect pass from Fairy Peak. And look at K-Dot, the confidence to be playing in front of the ball when his team have been defending, and he gets the easiest job in the world. That's his reward, that goal to take the lead.
No matter what Top blokes do. They had the 3-point passing play that they completed by midfield, and now they're getting scored on again on the kickoff. Top blokes are desperate to make anything work right now, but you lose a kickoff, Flame cuts underneath Alpha, and Cassio was expecting Flame to push that ball to the side. So that's why he's positioned. All the talk is about Rogue and how mechanical they are as a team, and they didn't even make it to the semifinals. It was NRG and G2, 2 teams with players that have been around for so long. Flame will pick up a goal here. But Top blokes on this next kickoff, it has to be perfection. I won't believe they can come back.
I mean, it's going to come down to Vitality ultimately making an error.
Archie, you got to do it with distance in the air. He's going to go fast. K-Dop makes the necessary touch, but Cassio gets the catch. Over 1, Flame, can he find the touch? And it touches the ground. Vitality 1 away from sweeping Top blokes out of the championships.
I mean, that's a scary situation for Vitality, right? Any other time, any other place, when Top blokes are coming at you, they've clearly got boost, they've got a clean touch for Archie. Most teams would panic in that situation.
Will have more goals on the board than Vitality. That's it for their championship dreams. K-Dop has been a monster today. Fairy Peak has been a monster today. Vitality in championship form, strike first.
Finding that bottom corner again. A pass off from K-Dot to bounce from the corner. And to identify that Flame is coming from the right-hand side.
Those clean finishes. Top blokes have had their chances, but the amount of misses they've made, sometimes it's not even getting it on target, combined with Vitality's defending, but that's better from them. They keep on going, and they get a reward.
That one finally worked out for them. Fairy Peak The touch not really working out the way he wanted to, and Alpha tried to make up for it, but he ended up just passing it to Archie. He lets that one go, and then maybe K-Dop can get to that ball, or maybe Vitality can cover it up, get into position. We'll never know now. We know his Alpha's touch jetted out a little farther than he was hoping for.
Good flick there from Flame. Cassio's following up. Cassio shoots, and that's the 1-2 punch that Top Blokes needed.
I mean, all three players as well, still very much on the pitch, but two of them taken out with Theory Peak and not a great touch. But Cassio's speed to get above both Vitality players who are so much closer to the ball, that is something we've not seen from him so far, and that is where he's deadly, where he's acting as that Predator missile to try and attack the net. But Alpha going to the ceiling, back down and bouncing it in. That's an equalizer.
As you were saying, Predator missile, Alpha just went pew, and then also his goal celebration. Top Blokes miss another guilt-edged chance.
Oh, that was such an incredible dribble from Archie as well, working his way down the pitch entirely. Flame, with his final touch, can get the third goal.
Oh, finally, Flame finds it. And, you know, that's the scary thing with me with Flame, is that his follow-up shots haven't been on target. Just Vitality to come towards. Bounces off the ramp. It's perfect for Archie, and Fairy Peak's a little far back. Maybe this one goes the way of Top Blokes, or maybe Alpha's got something different in mind. It bounces off the ramp, and Top Blokes survive.
That was vital. They needed that win. Otherwise, Vitality say hello to BDS in those grand finals. Fantastic showing up in the end from Archie and Cassio. In particular, I feel like they had a lot of...
Vitality hunt still for a goal. Alpha quickly off the ceiling. Fairy Peak kicks this one up. So many awkward balls. What a pass from Fairy. K-Dop shots easy. Vitality take the lead.
It just came from the ceiling in the end. It was Fairy Peak going for the solo play and near supersonic the entire time. That then meant that K-Dop...
They do not have to waste, but it's better from Archie. Fairy Peak will come in and save it. Flame, does he have a pass off the backboard? He shoots
got it.
And he gets it in. Flame steps up.
Big goal from Flame. Needed his shooting to be on target. K-Dop swoops down, but he's too late. Got on the right. That from Alpha, it can't. Top Blokes, one more chance with time running out. Flame tried the 50. Archie got the catch, but his teammate's gone. Vitality to the grand finals.
You felt like it was coming for the entire last game on that. Top Blokes worked their way back into a goal. It was 20 seconds left. They had a chance to just fight for the overtime. But in the end, Vitality, one of Europe's finest teams, will be facing